Hi ho, wee way! Happy Sunday, everybody! Weird time to be streaming, I know it. At the quarter of the hour, but I've got another busy day, preparing for tomorrow. Special show early. It's going to be an AI Advice College show. I'll just spoil it right now for anybody who's watching this. So I'm pretty excited for it. It's gonna be different. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I won't be giving the advice. The AI will be giving the advice. Hey, what's up, Rustbox? Woo! Yeah. I was close to not making it. I was like, do I want to try to do a super late one, or do I want to get one in right before I have to leave? So I chose the latter. I was like, let's get it in, so I don't have to be thinking about it all night. And prep the peoples for tomorrow. Let me start a poll here for this. And let's get right into some stories. First, let me get this. I have two monitors, and they're very large, and they're both filled with shit. All the things I have to do for this, for setting up these stories. You don't even know. All right, let's get, what are the stories up? We got Stacy. We got Miss Nestor. And we got Francis. Francis has been up there for a while. Francis needs a redemption. But choose what you want, because you're going to be watching. So, and it's probably just going to be you, Rustbox. But here we go. Polls going up. 3, 2, 1. Get to voting. Stacy, quick victory. Well, I think we don't have to wait. Let's add the poll right there. Stacy wins. Nice job, Rustbox. You got it. Let's get in. You are Stacy, a person who exists. Your BFF Tamara just got an iPhone 13 before going on a trip. You decide to call her for a friendly chat, not realizing it's 3 a.m. where she is. A strange voice answers and says, "Hey, what's up, Misha?"
Hi, this is Tamara. It's your friend Tamara. You ask if she can talk now. She laughs nervously and says, "No, I'm at work. Can you come pick me up?"
You tell Tamara, sure. Sure. Where are you at? Tamara responds nervously. Nervous. What's up, Anime? What's up, Misha?
I'm in my car in front of your house. Do you want to come get me? Yes, you say excitedly. You grab some clothes from your closet and throw them into the trunk of your mom's minivan.
You rush out to your window to look in the driveway. But Tamara's car is not there. Tamara, tomato. Tamara elaborates and tells you she is in a parallel dimension. A parallel shadow dimension. Where Steve Jobs controls everything. Not too far away from our own dimension. Even from the
She
grave.
wants you to take an Uber ride with her because she doesn't have enough money to pay for one. The only way to enter the parallel world is through the back door.
Oh.
Once inside, you will be able to access all apps and products Apple has ever made.
And as we know, because of the FBI, there's always a back door. Always a secret back door. You enter the back door. And are shocked at how similar this world looks to your own. Except there are a few major differences.
Everyone wears white lab coats and appears to be working on something.
Well, that's odd.
They don't seem very happy about it.
Sounds like Apple.
There are no cars or roads. Instead, everyone seems to be riding bicycles.
Okay. Again, sounds like the tech bro scene here. Everyone's on bicycles. Thank you, anime.
People are dressed differently than normal. Most people wear black jeans, hoodies, and sneakers.
Yep.
Some women even have tiaras.
Under their lab coats, of course.
All of the buildings are glass boxes that appear to float above the ground.
Well, that's very different. You head for the driveway and get in the car with Tamara. Tamara gives you a big hug. And then the Uber driver begins to drive off. You ask Tamara, where are we heading? Oh.
To the Apple Store, she explains. The ride is quick and smooth. Soon you arrive at the main building of Apple headquarters. As soon as you walk inside, Tamara grabs your hand and leads you towards a large glass cube.
Tamara knows something that she's not telling us. She's like, I just need a ride. Oh, I got an Uber, but I still need you to come to this alternate dimension. It's like, Tamara, what have you gotten yourself into? Did you not read the terms and service, Tamara? Are we about to be fucked, Tamara? Tamara is shaking. You suspect there is more to her story than she originally let on. You ask Tamara, something's wrong. What trouble have you gotten yourself into? Yeah, I feel like that was a big ask, Biz. Yeah, can you just hop on? Oh, come on. You're Multivasa. Bye-bye. Come on, I'm stuck here. I need help. Alright, I'll come to another dimension and hop in an Uber and follow you to the Apple Store that's actually in the Apple HQ.
She starts crying and says, Steve Jobs died last night. He was found dead in his bed this morning. He had been suffering from pancreatic cancer for years.
Damn.
My best friend Amy worked here with him.
Tamara follows up and tells you that she has been chosen as Steve's successor to rule this parallel dimension. She is scared to say no and really just wants to go home.
You tell Tamara, it's okay. We'll figure this out together. Let's go see what our options are. Tamara agrees and they step into the glass cube. Inside, you find yourself standing in front of a giant glass desk.
7 Apple execs dressed in white suits spin around in their chairs simultaneously to greet you and Tamara. I keep saying it different every time. Tamara, Tamara, Tia, Tamara. Oh!
One of them says, Welcome to the future, Ms. Cook.
Whoa!
You introduce yourself and Tamara to each of the 7 Apple executives. They proceed to explain that Steve Jobs has passed away and you are now the new CEO of Apple.
Oh my God. Tamara fucking set us up. You look at Tamara and know that she set you up. Tamara rushes out of the room and the 7 execs surround you and begin to prepare you for taking over Apple. Oh.
They tell you that you need to become the most powerful woman in tech.
I'll do it.
They give you a brief history lesson about the company and its products. Then they tell you that the Apple Store app is the most popular and valuable product Apple has ever created.
They're not wrong. You yell out to Tamara, who is scurrying away in the parking lot. Tamara, have you ever watched AiPD on your iPhone? AiPD may seem silly, but it's important to me. Please don't leave me here, Tamara.
Tamara comes running back into the room and apologizes for leaving you alone. She explains that she was too busy to watch the show with you and didn't realize you were watching it all along.
Oh, okay, so she's a fan. Well, thanks for watching, but fuck you for leaving me here. I don't want to be stuck in an alternate dimension where Apple rules everything. The head exec hands you the new blueprint for the upcoming Y phone. It's about time they changed letters. It has several innovative features that include
a large screen on the outside of the phone,
okay, enough with the screens.
An inbuilt camera that can record video and photos, a touchpad with an integrated stylus, Voice control and Siri integration.
Everything looks pretty normal for a new iPhone. A new phone. Except for one feature that really catches your eye. Complete and total mind control. That's right. They just went out and did it. They weren't even coy about that. They put that right on the box, and they know you're still gonna buy it.
You try to explain to the Apple execs that you do not want mind control, but they assure you that you will love it.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. Trust us.
You agree to take the job and sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Oh, wow. Even when you're doing horrific things against humanity that will be a big detriment, you still have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Like, what is that going to do? I hope they're paying us well. Me too. The new Y-Phone is the biggest hit yet. And phones and Y-Phones fly off the shelf. The 7 execs seem rather pleased with themselves. But you have other plans. You are hoping to free everyone. And disrupt Apple's reign over this dimension. You just have to wait for the right moment.
Soon after, you notice that Tamara has started wearing a wedding ring.
Oh, okay.
She tells you that she met a guy named Jeff and they are getting married next month.
Tamara, that's nice. You know, I'm only trying to prevent the complete and utter takeover of the Earth. So it's nice that you're getting married.
You ask her if she knows anything about Steve Jobs' death.
Tamara looks worried and tells you that the details behind his death are suspicious. Tamara suspects the execs had something to do with it. Side effects may include sleepiness, dry throat, and sudden heart failure. Oh, also, complete and utter mind control. Total, absolute. Oprah. Hello, Oprah.
You decide to check out the rumor mill and start reading the latest news articles online.
Okay.
There are rumors that Steve Jobs actually committed suicide, but there are also rumors that he was murdered by the Apple execs.
You notice a mysterious meeting invite appear in your calendar from Tom, definitely not the killer, one of the Apple executives.
You open the email and see that it is a private event being held at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel.
Ooh, the Ritz. Alternate dimension Ritz.
The event description reads: join us for a special dinner with the world's leading minds.
You arrive and realize this is a private dinner with you and Tom at his opulent mansion. Tom doesn't waste any time and tells you that he knows you have been looking into the mysterious circumstances that led to Steve Jobs' death. Tom tells you that you are correct. The execs had him murdered. But Tom is different and wants to help you.
Tom then proceeds to explain how you can change everything.
Yeah, that's what it is, Misha. Yeah. It's not a fancy hotel or anything. It's just Carlton standing in a lobby doing the Carlton dance.
He says, you are the only person who can stop Apple's plan to dominate the world and enslave humanity. You must join me and my team.
Well, why can't you join me and my team, Tom? I started the team that was... You get stolen valor. I'm the one doing the investigation. You invited me because you knew I was looking into it. You aren't doing shit, Tom. But I agree. I do want that. You are still weary of Tom, but you agree to team up.
So, let's get started, says Tom. We need to make sure that you understand what we are doing here. First, I'm going to give you the ultimate superpower, mind control.
Okay. Why did we put it in all the phones, though, if you could just give that to me? I guess to do it in mass? I guess maybe you can only mind control one person at a time. And now, through the power of the phones...
You don't like the sound of that? Oh, relax, says Tom. I promise you won't regret it. Second, I'm going to give you the ability to create any object you can imagine.
Is there a third?
You say, that sounds great, but how am I supposed to do that? Just think about it, says Tom. Now, close your eyes and visualize an object or idea that you want to create.
Okay, I think I know. You close your eyes and think. And suddenly, in front of you, appears a Fabergé dolphin statue. I don't know if Fabergé is just a fancy way of saying bedazzled with expensive jewels, but that's how I'm using it.
You stare at the beautiful sculpture in awe and wonder.
Wow.
Okay, now, says Tom, imagine that you are holding the sculpted object in your hand. Now, picture yourself moving the object to your left palm.
Okay. You do. And the object teleports to your hand.
Do it again.
Do it again.
You do, and the object floats into the air and lands in your other hand. Amazing, isn't it? Asks Tom.
Like a Fabergé egg. Exactly, Misha. That was what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay, you reply.
You create. You know what you have to do. You create these dolphin statues. These dolphin statues. To replace everyone's iPhone, everyone's Y-phones. You then use your mind control to program everyone to revolt against Apple and destroy the network of mind control devices to save the world.
But before you can implement your plan, you notice that the beautiful sculptures are disappearing from your hands.
Oh.
You look around and realize that all the dolphins are gone. What happened, you ask?
Tom maniacally laughs and tells you, "You fool. You should have never trusted an executive." Apple 7. The great Apple 7. Reveal yourself. This is like the Matrix? I guess. Except instead of robots, it's 7 powerful executives.
Suddenly, you hear a voice from behind you.
Whoa, Tamara.
It is Tamara, and she is telling
Tamara.
you that she knows what you are planning.
Uh-huh.
She tells you that you are going to be arrested and thrown in jail.
You follow Tamara through a secret exit. You look back to see the 7 Apple executives fuse together and transform into a apple. Oh, okay. Or giant robot.
Giant robot. You try to run away, but the robot grabs you and tosses you into a cell. A few hours later, you are taken to court where the judge declares you guilty of treason and sentenced to death.
Well, that's not good. You realize The giant robot has one fatal flaw. Fusion! Ha! Yeah.
The robot's main function is to take control of people's minds and turn them into mindless drones. However, when the robot takes control of a human, the human ceases to exist. In other words, once the robot captures you, you will cease to exist as well.
Huh. But what if you never existed in the first place? You hack into the mainframe and delete yourself from the internet. The giant robot attempts to take over your body, but when it attempts to look up who you are, it can find nothing and gets stuck in an infinite loop.
Once you escape the courtroom, you quickly realize that you have nowhere to go. You decide to head home and maybe just chill out for a while.
Maybe I'll just chill.
As you walk down the street, you notice that there is an unusual amount of traffic on the sidewalk.
Everyone in town is chanting your name. The mayor knocks on the door and tells you that everyone will remember this day as the day you saved humanity.
The mayor invites you to the local bar to celebrate. You arrive at the bar and everyone is cheering you.
Yeah, alright, that's enough though. I kind of just want to sit and enjoy it in silence. So, stop cheering for me, please. For like 5 minutes at least.
The mayor gives you the keys to the city and says, "Welcome home."
Hey, I don't live here though. I'm from another dimension. And they go, "Alien! Killer!" You get a little tipsy and tell the mayor nothing is real anyway. We're all being controlled by a giant alien playing Sims 4. Whoopsie, should not have told you guys that. I'm just so tipsy.
He looks confused and replies, "Sims 4. You leave the bar and continue walking down the street. All of a sudden, you feel a sharp pain in your chest and fall to the ground.
You look behind you and see the Grim Reaper from The Sims 4. The mayor threw a toaster into the puddle of water that suddenly appeared below you. And now the Reaper is here to take you to Sims Hell.
You are dead. The end.
Wow, delete death.
Chapter 2. Apple's greatest invention. Author unknown. This story was submitted anonymously.
Oh!
You are Apple, a brilliant engineer and inventor.
Wow, it got so far removed. Now we're just Apple. We're not the company Apple. We don't work for Apple. We are Apple incarnate. We're just one smart Apple. All right, here we go. Voting for the next story begins. And there you go. Next 3. Poll is coming up soon. Steve Apple Jobs, yeah. Scary story. Mrs. Nestor. And Francis. All right, here you go. Voting starts in 3, 2, 1, and vote away. This will be the last story, and then I got to get going. So, but I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, see, sometimes the simplest prompt wins. A good little nugget gets you going. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. And you could use /vote 1, 2, or 3 if you need a shortcut. I don't know if there's like a mobile interface for voting. I would hope so. Scary story wins. This is by Stephen Kong. Thank you, Stephen Kong, for this very very succinct prompt. This is the scariest story ever. That's it. I would love to see a story started with just 1 letter. We've started with no letters and done a story. Yeah, we could try that.
I mean, like, really scary. He looked at me and then to his parents, who were both nodding their heads in agreement with him. But it's not even real, so you can't be scared of something that isn't happening.
I don't know. I think you could still be scared of something that isn't happening. Your father interrupts and says, but it is happening.
I roll my eyes as he goes on about how much fun this will be for us all to watch while we are here together. My mom nods her head too, but she looks a little worried.
I go on telling the scariest story ever. All right, here we go.
Once upon a time there was a boy named Alex who lived in San Francisco with his family.
Oh!
His mother was an artist and had been doing some work around town one day when she got lost.
Okay.
She walked into a house where they kept pets and found a small cat curled up near the back door.
Oh!
The woman inside saw her looking at the animal and told her it wasn't allowed to have animals in her home because it made too much noise and disturbed everyone else.
That cat is a violation of HOA ordinances. I'm out. Yeah, I can't take it anymore. Oh my god, the HOA, they're too powerful.
But before she could explain why, the woman disappeared without any explanation or warning. When Alex's mother tried to leave the house, a man appeared behind her with a knife and threatened her life if she didn't stay put.
The man was the head of the HOA and was known for doing shady things to get people to abide by the HOA's rules. Oh!
So, Alex's mother stayed where she was while the man went outside and called out to his wife who came out from somewhere. After the couple talked for a bit, the husband returned to his house with the woman and left again without saying anything.
The cat was found dead in her driveway. But the head of the HOA did not know one thing. This woman was a witch. The witch got to work immediately and brought the cat back to life. But this time, the cat had a craving for killing the HOA members.
The witch wanted revenge against those who would do such evil things to others. So, the witch decided to take the form of a beautiful young girl and charm the men in order to make them fall madly in love with her.
Alright, it's a twofold attack. I'm making a killer cat to assassinate all the HOA people, and then I'm turning into a young, beautiful woman to get everyone to like me, so they just ignore it. So I get to just get away with it because I'm hot. Makes perfect sense. The witch was pleased that her plot for revenge seemed to be going off without a hitch. But then she looked in her driveway and saw a terrifying amount of turds. A terrifyingly large amount of turds. This HOA. Have they no morals?
The witch panicked because now she knew what she needed to do to keep her plan going.
Yeah.
She went back inside her house and took the form of a mouse.
Huh?
Then she moved the cat's body into the garage and used a broomstick to move it to her house.
What? As a mouse? Okay. Seems like you're just making it way harder to do that task.
Once there, the witch placed the cat's body on top of the toilet and began flushing the water.
Okay.
This caused the cat's corpse to float away and eventually end up on the beach. The witch also moved the head of the HOA into her house so she could continue her revenge plan.
I don't even have enough money for cremation. I'm just gonna flush this dead cat down the toilet. Thought I brought it back, but I guess, yeah. I had to do this all as a mouse because I don't know. Don't go to the beach. The HOA, the head of the HOA finally woke up and saw you.
He was furious and decided to go after you.
Yes. Yeah.
As he ran through the neighborhood trying to find your house, the witch appeared and told him to stop or she would curse him and his entire family.
Wow. Misha, it's a homeowners association, so it's like if you live in a condo or whatever, or if you live in like a high rise, you have to like obey the rules of the building. Or sometimes it's like a gated community, and like, oh, you have to have the grass cut every this day. You can only water the lawn this day. Oh, for Halloween you have to put out this stuff. It's basically like, okay, you just pay us a monthly fee, and then we take care of like all the landscaping in your property. But that means you can't do a whole lot of stuff. It's very strange. I would never do it. And the fees are usually wildly expensive, and they don't tell you what they go to. So it's just kind of like another way to corruption to thrive. That's the job of the landlord in the UK. It's a little bit different from the homeowners association is kind of like a landlord, but for a neighborhood or a I don't know. But sometimes they don't vote on needed repairs like the Florida collapse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just like, I feel like it's a broken system. It's just like, I would never buy into an HOA place. Do you have to join an HOA to live there? Yes, that is one of the caveats. So it's like, you want to live in this place, you have to join Sunny Gardens or whatever, and their homeowners association. And then on top of paying a mortgage and paying for your entire life, you have to pay HOA fees. Oh, so yeah, don't you dare build a fence post 1 meter too close to your neighbor. Yeah. It's just like a mini mafia almost. So the head of an HOA is very scary, and you don't want to deal with him. And he's usually a petty tyrant. Well, I guess not petty. He could fuck up your life. I think they could also get you kicked out of the neighborhood and like force you to sell. I'm not entirely sure. I guess they would make it like look like you're moving because you're upset, but it would be like, we're gonna make your life a living hell until you get the fuck out of here, or give you fines or something. I don't know. Just every aspect of an HOA, American salaries are so high. Well, yeah. There's HOAs, I'm sure, other places in the world. I'm sure there's HOAs in Europe. And am I wrong? Yeah. I think it's just a worldwide plague on humanity. The witch attempts to curse the head of the HOA and his family. But something goes wrong. Oh no!
Instead of turning them into mice, she turns them into cats.
Ah!
The witch panics once again and runs back to her house.
I mean, this is kind of the witch's fault though, because she turned herself into a mouse. So, if she was human still, this would kind of work out.
As soon as she gets inside, the witch sees the head of the HOA running towards her house and decides to use her magic to try and scare him away.
But the head of the HOA reveals he has some secret powers of his own. Whoa!
He is able to transform himself into a giant monster and devour the witch whole.
You don't fuck with the HOA.
When the witch realizes she can't win, she transforms herself into a huge black bird and flies away.
Cool.
Meanwhile, the head of the HOA follows the witch until he arrives at your house.
The head of the HOA delivers a note that says,
Dear Alex, You must never tell anyone about the witch or I will come back and haunt you. Love. Mom and Dad.
Oh my god! Alex's dad is the head of the HOA! He's like, don't you ever tell anyone about that witch.
After reading the letter, Alex becomes very sad and cries.
Alex then looks above the fireplace and notices the giant bird head has transformed into the witch's head. Alex's father was the head of the HOA the whole time. Ah!
Alex feels so bad for the witch's family. So, he takes the letter and heads out to the backyard. While walking through the yard, Alex hears a strange noise coming from the bushes.
It is a talking cat that tells Alex,
"There is no way you are going to catch me."
oh shit!
He then disappears into the brush. Alex tries to follow the cat but ends up falling down a hole.
Oh shit!
A few minutes later, Alex wakes up in the basement of the witch's house.
Oh no. Oh no, the witch is gonna take revenge on Alex, but Alex is the one that's trying to help him. It's misplaced aggression. The witch is like, if I can't get the father, I'll get the son. But the son was on the witch's side. The son felt bad, and now this witch is gonna kill his ass. Yeah, this is so scary. Alex falls straight into a cage where a cackling witch tells him, "I can't believe you fell for such an obvious trap. You and your wretched father will rue the day you messed with me." A Nicolas Cage, yeah.
She then puts Alex back in the cage and locks him up.
Oh no! Oh no!
The witch takes out a bag full of poop and starts laughing maniacally. Alex is locked up for the rest of the night.
The spoop is the bag of poop is sitting on a hot stove, and there are no windows in this witch's den. The stink rots in your nostrils. And you are not able to sleep. The witch returns with a cauldron full of... Oh no!
Boiling poop.
Disgusting!
I'm going to cook you up and eat you for dinner tonight.
Ew,
says the witch.
You're gonna eat hot diarrhea little boy soup?
You are still trapped in the cage and the witch begins pouring the hot poop over your head.
Disgusting. This is fucking vile. You worry that you will never escape this witch's den. But all of the sudden, your father and head of the HOA burst in and cast a spell on the witch. Is that what they eat in San Francisco? Must be. I don't know. I'm not familiar with witches in San Francisco.
She instantly turns into a giant snake and slithers away. Your father then lifts you up and carries you out of the room. You are reunited with your parents and they explain everything that happened to you.
Your father tells you that one day you will become the head of the HOA. You ask, isn't that nepotism? And your father laughs.
In the meantime, the witch is telling the head of the HOA. That was close. But now you have lost control of the neighborhood and I will take it back.
Wow.
And the head of the HOA agrees.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, never mention this to anyone or I'll haunt you. Yeah. Even from the grave, the head of the HOA still has influence over the HOA. The moral of the story. That's perfect.
Don't mess with the head of the HOA.
Fuck yeah. This the scariest person alive.
Moral: if you ever meet a head of the HOA, don't let him catch you.
Whoa, bonus moral.
You and your friends decide to go camping at a secluded beach.
It's like It Follows. Don't let the HOA head catch you. Don't let them catch you. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed these short 2 stories. See you tomorrow for a special show at 3 p.m. We'll be on at our regular time for regular AiPD. But if you want to tune in earlier, 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, I'm going to be doing an AI advice call-in show. It's going to be fun. Probably nobody's going to be around to call in, but I'll still be hanging out for a little bit. See you tomorrow. Bye, Ho-Wee-Way. Submit your prompts at the Discord. Here's that link again, just in case. Join the Discord. Submit your prompts. See you tomorrow. Bye, Ho-Wee-Way. Oh, yeah, Blaine Hill's going to be on tomorrow. Watch AiPD at night for Blaine Hill. Bye.